Welcome to this second track of 6 tracks, and this one is about body language. Now, I might be a bit of a freak, but have you ever watched television with the sound turned off? Or sat in your car outside a coffee shop looking at the people talking inside? Or sat at a comfortable distance from people in an airport, this is one of my favorite ones, only to observe their conversation from a distance? What did you see? You don't have to be able to read lips to understand the basics of their communications. The body is an eloquent communicator. We just have to watch it more closely, more often. Now, see if you can read this body language. There's a 16-year-old kid working at McDonald's, a little upset with somebody in the drive-thru. He unwraps a hamburger and throws it through the window at the older gentleman sitting in the car. That body language would indicate somebody who's pretty frustrated and unable to deal with the current pressures of that day. Well, that was actually me at 16 years of age. I was fired and rehired the next day and made employee of the month the next month because they put me in the kitchen. I was actually somebody who didn't like people very much. That was then and this is now. Now, there are cultural differences in how our bodies are used to express feelings and ideas, but we can still use some obvious clues to help understand our customers, friends, family, and ourselves better. Now, the mouth may lie, but the body and eyes usually can't. Let's look at some of the most universally accepted body language indicators. Now, here's some obvious I'm interested clues. Arms are open, fingers, feet, or shoulders are pointed towards you and they move towards you. Eye contact increases. Eyes get bigger. Maybe they light up. They ask you to repeat things. They give you something to hold, or they leave things with you. They smile and nod when you do. Their tone softens up. Perhaps there's some laughter. Now, these next ones would be some obvious I'm not interested clues. They don't really open up to you either conversationally or physically. Tone becomes hostile or politely neutral. Turning towards someone or something else. Moving their personal things closer to them and away from you. Looking away frequently, becoming agitated or perhaps fidgety. Two people never begin mirroring either one's body language. Well, they're not connecting. And tapping fingers, crossed arms, or perhaps moving things behind their hands. Now, never forget that the body language it's a thing that we use as a two-way street. We pick up information by observing it, and we give information by using it ourselves. We often use our mouths too much and our bodies too little. Remember that only 7% of communication is through the words that we use. 38% is through a tone and inflection while using those words. And thank goodness for that 1950s study, which also said that 55% is through body language. Now, if you want to communicate that you are frustrated, confused, excited, enthusiastic, or whatever, put some body language into it. Use your understanding of communication to sift through mind deals, sales that are happening in your mind, but not in the mind of the customer. Then turn up your effectiveness of this powerful give and get tool and tune in to body language.